Dogecoin has been the talk of the crypto town in the past couple of months, and justifiably so, after the slew of tweets and announcements from several famous investors such as Mark Cuban and Elon Musk. The meme-based cryptocurrency, which was created as a joke in 2013, has appreciated in value and subsequently made its way to the 7th spot on crypto rankings. This is pretty incredible as the currency has actually seesawed before trading in its 30 to 38 cents range recently. Is there some fundamental drive pushing the crypto higher, or can we just rest assured that the market sentiment is doing all the talking? Well, let's talk about a few technical indicators that will show us where we're headed. This is especially important as most of the people investing in Doge plan to hold the currency for much longer. So we must all be thinking, what does the technical analysis say? So let's jump right in. Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Lion. Today we'll be doing some technical analysis on Doge. You know the currency has basically risen and fallen incredibly in the last month or so. However, all indications seem to point to recovery and an 85% explosion might be on the cards. Bear in mind that the daily, weekly, and monthly charts all show different trends, but what we'll be looking at is to map out specific trends by looking at candlesticks a bit differently. Make sure you leave a like on this video, tap on the subscribe button, and turn on post notifications on this channel, as it helps more people find us and equally helps you get up-to-date information on developments on Doge and the broader crypto market. So with that said, let's jump right in. Dogecoin has recovered some of its previous losses. In fact, on Friday, it traded between 33 and 37 cents, rising by 2.8%. Prior to this, a series of tweets and announcements by Robinhood caused the currency to recover. If you take a look at our previous videos, you'd find that we have identified a few drivers of the currency. An example is the tweets from well-known celebrities, announcements in crypto markets, and structural changes in the broader market, such as broader acceptance across e-commerce and payment platforms. So we know that Doge will continue to trend higher, but what do the charts actually say? We're going to look at a few charts and see what's going on with the price of Doge. There is scope for a massive breakout, so let's dive in. Firstly, let's look at what has happened to the price chart, which is indicative of the price action as well as the demand-supply balance that is important for the price of Doge. I grabbed this chart to give an indication of just how far Doge has come. It was basically trading at what some have described as close to nothing before rising to 30 cents. It was not evident that the currency will get to this point due to its intermittent supply. The creators of Doge kept increasing the amount of the currency in circulation to keep the price down, and that hasn't stopped just yet. This ensured a steady supply will keep the price of the currency low. The effect was going to be more people buying the currency and eventually trading it and using it for exchanges after enough people own it. This can be described as nothing more than one of the best examples of decentralized finance. A great deal of technical analysis is based on moving averages, so it's perhaps instructive to look at this table that provides a broad overview of the performance of the currency. A day's worth of data is not sufficiently large to make long-term forecasts, but for a cryptocurrency trading a very tight range, as we've seen in the case of Doge, it is very useful. If you look at the moving average for the first 30 days, you'll find that the currency tends to rise by 1% on average, which means that the currency tends to follow a pretty stable trend, reminiscent of cyclical daily factors, news, and other factors that are not technically driven. However, the 6-hour chart shows a 15.4% gain, which is indicative of a top-down approach that could suggest a buying opportunity. There's only a 2% difference between the exponential smoothing and simple moving average, which suggests that such an outcome equally reflects the cyclical and uncertain nature of the market, which has seen Doge trade in the 30 to 33 cents range more recently. This is a condensed candlestick chart that shows the different progressions of Doge. There have been 3 massive breaks, and Doge has definitely pared back some of its gains. But the chart shows 2 broad trends. In the chart, the first break on the 28th, where Doge was trading at just about 28 cents, and you can see that the spike was almost immediate after that, but the price has stayed around there ever since. Now, if you look at where Doge is trading now, you'll notice a 10 cents floor, which will likely break into the 40 to 50 cents range in the coming months, before trading steadily if not choppily after. The extent and timing of the change are contingent on new market entrants, but if you remember the table of the moving averages, you'll see that the changes in the general price level were estimated at 13 to 15% for 30 days on average. From current levels of 33 cents, an 85% explosion will see the price skyrocket to 60 cents. This is poised to happen in the coming 2 or 3 months, but one should not discount the fact that this is an upside scenario and there are plenty of other factors that will need to align for the currency to rally to that point. However, if one looks at the trend appreciation, which is evident from early March, it's not unlikely that a new bull run will see firmer support around 40 cents, enabling a sideways trade for a few more sessions before an eventual breakout. So why not spread out the candles a bit more to get a better overview? You can see the probability of a bullish sentiment settling into the markets, but the breaking point suggests that either way will determine the future trajectory, at least for the upcoming sessions. However, if Doge breaks the next key resistance level of 35 cents, we can begin to see how the currency will reach 40 cents in a month's time. Of course, we should note that Doge remains a cryptocurrency, and while we can use a mix of quantitative tools and trend analysis to track the future trajectory of the currency, it's not immune to change. However, I am pretty confident about these forecasts, as the trend is pretty convincing at this point. In order to verify the validity of these forecasts, I thought I should chart the moving average in order to better gauge what the bearish and bullish price points will be. In this chart, we can see the simple and exponentially smooth moving average to account for both noise and uncertainty in the price forecast. The first thing we did here was gauge whether the current price level is one that is below or above the moving average. Doge is currently trading at around 33 cents, which is slightly above its average price. But the currency has been trading at such a low price for a long time. If one were to look at the average price from that standpoint, it's easy to see why some argue that the market is already frothy. I think this is not entirely true, as the price over the last year and last 6 months are indicative of broader market developments as well as crypto demand. In my view, the current price should be compared to the average of the last 3 to 6 months to get a better idea of where the market is headed now. For the nulls, they'll argue that it spells more upside, with the next significant breaks just above the 40 and 46 cents lines. If the prices are set to rise, there's a strong buy and hold signal, but this was implicit in the design of Doge. But for large holders of the currency, they saw an implicit increase in the value of their net worth. So Elon Musk is set to appear on SNL, and we know the Tesla boss has rather positive correlations with Doge. The currency will get a mention, and the cast is likely to make fun of it even as the price is set to soar. We prepared this chart to show what happens at every given point of tweets from known celebrities. This is of course not exhaustive, but kind of gives an indication of what I think is likely to happen once we get some more Doge fun from Elon. I can see how the currency can gain 10 cents and breach a new resistance level for a program that's watched by millions of Americans. This only goes a long way to support our thesis that a series of outcomes can see Doge hit 56 to 60 cents. In conclusion, there are a number of structural factors and demand-supply trends that will cause a price hike in Doge. The increase in the price of Doge is going to be heterogeneous. The moving averages and candlesticks are indicative of a broader upward trend. The nature and extent of the upward trend will depend on when and if the currency breaks its current resistance level of 35 cents. A bullish trend from here onward will confirm strong buy and hold signals, even as a correction will stay firmly in the 29 to 33 cents range. While the downside scenario appears unlikely due to a mix of positive announcements and renewed interest in cryptos, our charts suggest that the next bull run will be choppy and heterogeneous. Have fun, guys, and remember, while we're not licensed investment advisors, we definitely like to give you things to think about. Thanks for watching until the end of this video. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, drop them off in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, maybe share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. Good luck and happy investing.